Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream. You sound tired today. You can talk about how wonderful your coffee is and enlighten us to the waking up to perfect coffee in the morning scenario.
I roll over. I don't even use my hands because on the nightstand I roll over. And it's so full, I just slurp the first couple of sips. I'm just like, that's how it is. So, we didn't even come up. Oh, what were we going to ask last week? I had two good questions. And then you liked the one we asked first.
Now is not the time to be asking me this question.
Oh my goodness. What's wrong with the brains here?
I was telling Vadim yesterday when we were climbing that I had already felt mentally stretched, and then business kind of got back. Did you talk to them today?
Yeah, so I don't know if any of you have gone through this, but starting 2 days ago, I cannot swallow like normally. So,
and they're zapping her with X-rays. They're trying to turn her into the Hulk.
But it felt like my throat didn't open, and then I forced the food down, and then it feels like it's injured now. It's like...
Well, maybe you stretched something.
They said that it can affect the esophagus.
And
so I need to talk to my doctor on Tuesday. So, anyways, I am halfway through radiation. Today was day 14. And I only have 4 more immunotherapy sessions. Or 5.
I think it's only 4 because I think it's every 3 weeks.
So the end of treatment is in sight.
The end is nigh.
The end is nigh. Does nigh mean
we should do an entire
Teach Jeannie
live stream
Teach
in Old
Jeannie
English.
Who says that the end is nigh? Why do you know Old English?
Because I read in high school.
I read in high school too. At or to a short distance away. Yes, the end is nigh. We'll do a vocabulary word of the day with Patrick Mulligan. Today's word of the day is nigh, spelled Nigh. Almost like night, but without the T. And it means near or short,
which means
away.
Within the next 5 or 6 weeks, Jeannie's gonna be like, the end is night.
No, and then I like to start using the words that he teaches me. I like that ne'er-do-well word. Did I say it right?
Ne'er-do-well?
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna be to my kids, I'm gonna be like, don't be a ne'er-do-well. You better get up today and be productive, and don't be a ne'er-do-well.
I walked into Kai's room last night, and he was literally just standing there looking. It's 5 bags.
That child gets overwhelmed easily.
It's 5 bags, and he's like, and I'm like, dude, you've been in here for an hour. What's going on? He's like, I don't know what to do. I can't, I'm like, so how much of this is laundry? And it was a bag and a half. And so I was like, and so what's the challenge? I'm like, you're exhausted. He only got 4 hours of sleep the night before. They drove 8 hours. They actually left school. And Kai was like, I guess, super uneasy for the first hour of the drive. And then he's like, oh my God, I forgot my bicycles.
You had to drive back.
And so they turned around and drove an hour back and then an hour ahead. And so Kai's like, I can't believe I cost us an hour. And I was like, no, cost you 2 hours.
Yes, because we need to point that out. And then when they were coming home, I said, Kai, do you want Mommy to change out your sheets? And I don't know why it came up. You know, it's always about sheets in the house. And put new sheets on. He was like, that'd be great. And then I took off his sheets and the pillowcases. I was like, I'll put them in the laundry for you. And it was so little.
When was this?
Last night. And then I never got him in the laundry. So then he got home and there were no sheets.
Well, that
like,
was the
"Don't we have
thing.
clean
I was
ones?"
like, well, so that was part of the conversation. I was like, dude, you're exhausted. Like, sleep, get up tomorrow, and then just start with laundry. Go, like, because that gets rid of like 2 bags. And then deal with the other stuff. The other stuff is easy. It's just a matter of putting stuff away. And Kai's like, I can't sleep. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't sleep? And he's like, I don't have sheets on my bed. And I'm like,
that's because Mommy did
why
that.
don't you have sheets on your bed? And he's like, because Mom took them off and threw them on the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you're not going to put them back on because they've been on the floor? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, he has these fluffy blankets. And I sent your thing and I didn't send your...
He's
I
talking
wrote my
to
rent
Christy.
check.
Is he talking? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I sent your product. I have your return label. I didn't send it to you.
You didn't just put one in there?
I'm just forwarding it to her so she can slap it on and send it back. And then the guy who owns the bike shop collects our rent check, and then Leon came in, and then
Oh my God, they don't need to know all of this.
it just was what it was. Like my afternoon got busy, and then I got distracted. So, but it's on my list of things to do today. But then I'm like, Kai, like, just go to sleep. And he's like, I can't, I don't have sheets. And I'm like, go down and grab he has these fluffy blankets. I'm like, just sleep in those. And he's like, really? I'm like, dude, you just spent a week sleeping in the back of your truck on a pad in a sleeping bag. Like, just go to sleep. Just get a good night's rest. So I don't know what he ended up doing. All I know is the lights were on when I got up this morning, which means he was up entirely too long.
Oh, you think he fell asleep with the lights on?
Oh, yeah, because I turned them off when I got up with the dogs this morning.
Oh, yeah. So our kids got home and it was so nice. Like the dogs, were so excited, and the kids were so excited to see the dogs. And then we went out for dinner, and Violet was so animated and telling like a story, and then she went. She was
literally
sitting across
threw
from Kai.
a cup of water at Kai.
She went like this, just to she was telling part of the story, and literally this could not be
a full cup of
more
water
in her path. She just hit it, and we just all watched as the whole cup just fell, and the entire thing right in Kai's lap.
Actually had fantastic reaction time,
and
it
fantastic
barely got
pants.
it.
His pants looked like they were water repellent.
Yeah, they were. I bought him a pair of climbing pants.
Yeah, and then it just came right off. But the kids were just so excited and telling us stories.
Those were funny stories at the end.
Yeah, and
basically stories about
drinking in college, and it was just fun. It was super fun having the kids. So we're looking forward to having them for the next week. Violet will be here for a week and Kai will be here for a month, and then back to life again. So let's go ahead and I want to be in Serger stuff. Patrick, please stop. Okay. So I was just putting up, because some people have asked about that kit, and I was just putting it up I'm like toiling. Maybe you guys could let me know, like, when we kit our projects. I'm sorry, I'm shouting.
No, that was like, that's...
You don't think Patrick.
No, that's not...
So, he doesn't think he thinks I speak like a cave person.
No, I do not.
Did you
I'm
see
just
his
like,
reaction
I'm
because
like,
I
that's
said the
like...
word toil? He thinks I speak like a cave person.
I don't think you speak like a cave person.
Then why would you be, what, is that like... Okay, he's making me mad. So, anyways, I was toiling because, and I guess I didn't think about this before, but I do have a lot of people that attend our classes that don't have brother machines or baby lock machines. So when we kit our stuff, we kit it most of the time. If we're kitting like Digital Dealer or something like that, we kit it with stabilizer. Because I just want it to be easy for you. I don't want you to have to go looking for stabilizer, not have the right one, all of that. So we put it all in there. But in my head, I started thinking, do most of you use
There's
it?
the question for the day. Right there.
Can we just ask who's on baby lock? And because I don't want it to be a waste. Stabilizer is so expensive that I was just thinking about like my Janome girls, and like your hoops are wider. Like usually they're wider.
I mean, the Bernina girls.
How about the Bernina ladies?
They have
But
like a
don't they have
huge
all
no-so
different size-
areas.
Don't they have? So is that stabilizer going to waste? Should I not be kitting it with the stabilizer? Because I do charge you for it.
Well, I think that's the question for the day.
That is the question for the day.
And don't answer it in the chat. In the chat, we'll get there.
Because I was toiling and going, should I kit it? Should I give you an option for the fabric kit and fabric kit with stabilizer for the baby lock and brother machines? Or just like, how should we do it? So, because I don't want like, and then in my head I was like, maybe all those people are just taking that and throwing it in the trash because they can't use it because it doesn't fit their hoops.
I mean,
what a waste.
I'm sure because we're Baby Lock Brother folks that the customer base skews towards Baby Lock and Brother.
I think more people have that than not.
But that will be our question for the day.
Yes. Do you use the stabilizer in the kits, or are you just throwing it away? Is it not big enough? And then should I give you guys the options, or should we just start kitting it without the stabilizer? And that makes it easier for us. But
It may
don't
also
you love grab and go?
reduce the price. So we're going to ask that as our question of the day. So just remember, don't answer in the chat. Wait to answer that question and we'll reflect on the question too. So are we committed to the t-shirt idea? Yes. I think it's good. So somebody mentioned it yesterday and I was like, that could be a really good idea. So over the weekend, we're going to create A1 t-shirts, and for those of you visiting they'll be available for purchase. We'll just basically have you pay what we pay for them. But for those of you coming to the Reno Quilt Show, if you're wearing the t-shirt at the quilt show and you come by the booth, you will be rewarded with an entry in a special drawing. And you will be also rewarded with a high chew.
Yeah, we're just going to be like popping them in your, like that and Jello shots. Just kidding. Wouldn't that be funny? We had a Halloween party one year, and they would always just get a little wild. And every adult that came in the door,
party.
It was really for the adults.
There was a party that, like, that was the end all party.
That was the last one. We couldn't do it anymore.
Well, somewhere along the way, we heard from a parent that we didn't even really know that was like, she basically was asking what to bring because a child at our kid's school had said the entire school was invited.
No, that didn't happen. Anyway.
Yeah, it did.
No, that happened, but the kids didn't all come.
Well, but we had to shut that down.
So, but we would do, we made Jello shots in syringes. And so as each adult came in the room, we just like shoved it down their gullet. And that was the entry into the party. But that's what we're thinking we'll do at our booth.
We went through.
So get ready.
That party was
I'm just
like
kidding. We're not going to do that.
100 Jello shots and a keg of Sculpin.
So, anyways, can you get one if you don't? Yes, we'll make the t-shirts
We're going to
available.
make them purchasable. And we'll probably buy them in like reasonable batches as long as it's quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And will we get multiple sizes or will we just get
Of course. You had one size does not fit all. That is proven every time I put on one of those hospital gowns.
You said that's one size fits none.
That's what they said to me and I was like, "Oh my god, I love that because that's so true." Like I can't even it's like I just literally put my arms in. I don't even try and tie it. I just kind of hold it to my body and run in.
Do you walk down the hallway with your butt out?
Well, my pants are on. I leave my pants on, so no, my butt is not out. Yeah, so a t-shirt and a hide shoe, and we're going to come up with an amazing prize. I mean, usually every year we give away a sewing machine and a vacuum.
Yep.
Like a nice sewing
And that will
machine and
continue.
a nice vacuum. We'll do that, but we'll do a special prize for the t-shirt too.
Yes.
What do you guys want? They're like, I'd like a Luminaire, please. So we'll do something really, really special.
We're going to figure that out hopefully this weekend.
This weekend's the weekend we figure everything out. Lynn knows 300. Oh my God. That's the party to go to. We only had like 100 shots. Lynn had 350.
At one point, I was finding at that particular party, I was finding people that we didn't know that had like shown up to trick or treat, just came into the party where I'm like, who are you? Do you know anybody here? And they're like, no, we were just trick or treating.
They're like, look like
And I'm
fun.
like, okay, you can keep your drink, but you gotta go.
Anyhow, a class. Oh no, no, we're gonna do something bigger than that, Debbie. Are you saying that should be the prize for the t-shirt?
No, it'll be a
We're
good
gonna-
prize.
Well, the classes are great prizes, but we're gonna do something even bigger and better and more exciting. Right? We gotta come up with it, but we're gonna come up with something
So we're
amazing.
gonna design the t-shirts this weekend. That's on the list this weekend too.
Betty, I didn't even think about that. I could get fat quarters for On Wonderlane. And just so you know, I have all the patterns. So if you want to order any of the other ones, I have a handful of each. But if you're okay with waiting, we'll order more of those too. I just didn't want to order so many of them and not have them here. I'm gonna, you know what I told the people at Radiation, I was like, can I wear my own robe? My husband's worried that if I wear it, it'll become radiated. That like whatever I have on. And I was like, I don't want to take home radiated clothing. And they're like, no, that's not going to happen because it's just so precise. And
they wouldn't let my dad, like that was just my dad, like wasn't allowed to wear
really
anything.
Different.
I'm sure they are. That was 30
years ago.
I'm sure they are.
So I'm gonna every morning I'm just gonna get up and put my robe on. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put on pants and a robe, and then whatever I'm gonna wear for the day, and I'm just gonna wear my robe over there, right?
Why not?
Yeah. So that's gonna be. Hopefully, I don't forget to bring my clothes for the day, or else I'll just be on the live feed in the robe too. Better get it going. Yes. So let me look into On Wonderlane fat quarters. I forget who makes that fabric. Is it Benartext? Who makes On Wonderlane fabric? I'm gonna have to look that up. And when is the quilt show? Quilt show is going to be the...
Heather answered it.
Oh,
June
13th through the 15th. Well,
Kai is leaving for Korea on the 15th. So we will get up and wish him adieu and then go.
If you and for those of you who don't know Old English,
That,
well, what does adieu?
Goodbye.
Oh, well, I know what it means, but what language is it?
French.
Oh, it's French. French. Okay, Benner text. I'm gonna look into it, and I'll look into yardage. Although I'm on a spending freeze with Patrick.
I never said that.
He didn't say it, but sometimes actions speak louder than words, right? And like the credit card statement, that's an action. And so I'm on a spending freeze. So maybe I'll get the pre-cuts. We'll do the pre-cuts. Whisper weave. I don't even know what that is. Should we just, I looked at the fabric. I was like, let's get it all. If I got it, would you guys buy it? Are you guys looking for Wander Lane fabric?
Can we do it as a pre-order?
As a pre-order, and then we know what to order?
Yes.
No. So, do you have any? So, in just a little bit, Michelle is going to be doing the Paisley bag, the Paisley zipper pouch Kimberbell bag. So that so long is going to happen. If you haven't for some reason gotten the Zoom, call the store, or I do have my email up that I can go ahead and send that to you. That's going to be starting in what, like half an hour? Do you see this?
Yes.
Oh, my throat. And then this afternoon is Miss Karen Bowl, and she is going to be stitching this out. So let's keep you on track. If you haven't started this yet, why don't you go ahead and get your stuff ready and prepped, and you can stitch this with Karen, or you can stitch any of the other ones. I mean, the design's going to be different, but if you just want to learn the process, you can go ahead and get this out and get that started too. Next week, what do we have going on next week? Next week is Michelle's going to be doing her software class. That's on Monday. And then she's doing another curated class. That's Michelle. When she does those Monday classes, she does it as a contractor, not as an employee of the store. If you need links to any of that, if you have not gotten your link for the curated printed clear vinyl boxy pouch, that was a mouthful, make sure you reach out today or tomorrow. Because we're here in the store today and tomorrow, but we're not here Sunday or Monday, so you won't be able to reach us. So if you need that, get it. Friday did come so fast this week. I am doing Serger 2, and like I said, I'm doing these classes for the people that got their machine from us first, and then I'll set up another time where I do Serger 1 and Serger 2. We had so much fun yesterday. It did take us a long time to kind of get started because we had different machines in there. But I thought it was such a fun class, and thanks for joining me for that. And Serger 2 is going to be next week. So if you did get your machine from us and you haven't gotten your invite yet, like one person, I thought they'd gotten a different machine, so I hadn't put him in for Serger 2. So if anyone hasn't been put in for that, reach out to me. And then if you got your machine and maybe you got it from a different store and you want to be in one of those classes, I will be putting those on there. I just haven't put it on yet. So I will have a class for you as well.
So,
yes, Lynn, I'm sending it to you right now.
Like, this is kind of last call for Serger rebates. If there's anybody on the fence, call. Like, I don't really think we could squeeze anything in after this weekend. It's just too far. Yeah, it is. Oh,
is it starting at 10?
Any update on the Tula Pink mini irons?
Oh, yes. Tula Pink, Miss LaDonna. Tula Pink is end of May is what they told me that they should have them all. So sorry about the delay, but end of May. Yeah, no, the link, and if you are my digital dealer club people, you are in there. Like, I just put in, I tag all of you. You all you've been tagged into the group, and I put you in there. So, check your junk. And then if you still don't get it, then email me and I'll be happy. Because I know we just have these issues with everyone getting the emails. But send me a note and I want to send you the link for today. just to make sure in there. Anybody else, let me know. Or forever hold your
Hold your peace.
Yeah, hold your Can I just blame that on chemo brain? I just feel like I'll just blame it all on that for right now.
I don't feel like, I feel like this month got really busy, and then it's been like the ongoing like 8 months of various treatment to like busy in the shop.
You're right.
And I feel like my brain doesn't work.
You're right. It does show. I see it here.
10:30.
Well, the Zoom link says 10:30, but the class shows.
It starts at 10.
It starts at 10?
I changed the Zoom link already this morning. I changed it to 10, but it's starting at 10.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
you can
it's
click
starting.
it now.
It's starting at 10. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't realize that. It's starting at 10. The reason we moved it is because it might take a while. And Michelle was talking about how it might look like an intimidating project, but it's really super easy. That it's super easy. Just follow the steps, and she's going to be guiding you through it. Okay, I think that's it.
All right. Question of the day. So if there's anybody new, wait, what are you?
I was going to say that it's the most no information live feed that we've had.
It's Friday.
Oh, I do want to talk to you also about quilting through the seasons. I will be doing that sew along on. We still didn't add it. I need to add it to the calendar. We are doing that sew along. It's going to be on Monday, 10 o'clock.
I thought the first rule of menopause was there's no talking about menopause.
That's an issue. Like, women should. I feel like my mom didn't talk to me about anything.
Well, you know, I always say people don't talk about love, sex, or money, like the three things that
We should talk about.
have like the greatest influence on the level of happiness you have in your life. And yeah, but that's not what I was talking about when it comes to menopause. That's the third line, right? The first line that I tell Kai is make sure if your sister or the woman in your life is upset that A, tell her to calm down. B, if that doesn't work, make sure you comment on the fact that she's acting hysterically.
No.
3,
He's kidding.
if that's not working at all, the total atom bomb is to ask her if menopause or menstruation is involved. And then that's what we call the trifecta. If you reach the third stage, you know you're not going to reach the fourth.
Anyways, he's totally kidding. Hopefully he's not upsetting anyone. We're just joking around.
All right. So the question, we do a giveaway on Tuesdays. We use a random comment picker. The comments happen down in the bottom underneath and are not live until after the live stream ends. The chat that is ongoing over here is live chat. That is not where you answer the question. And so the question of the day is how many of you value the stabilizer that's included in your kit?
And
if you cannot use it, why is that? Is it because you're on a different machine or it just doesn't work for you? Like, we're just trying to figure out
if we should keep
stabilizer.
if we should keep including it or not. And I'll be here to live feed next Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be working on section 3 of quilting through the seasons, and I am Linda had asked if I was going to finish those squares. Remember section 2, I didn't finish the squares because I got confused. I will be doing that either tonight, or I'll be doing it before the sew along, and I will post the video for that. The other thing I'm going to post is I did put this. I'll have to add it to the calendar. So this kit, that's why, you know what? It's up there, and it's up there with stabilizer with, maybe that'll tell me. I put it up there. It looks really complicated because I put it up there. Kit only, kit with stabilizer, design only, design with kit, with no stabilizer, design with kit with stabilizer. So maybe that'll answer my question, and that'll be up there. But I will stitch out this weekend. This is going to be a free sew along too. This is going to be Best of Kimberbell, and it's called Heart and Home Door Decor. You could just type in door decor. I think it's the only door decor. I haven't moved it up to the top of the promotions page, but I was working on it this morning. Free sew along June 5th. And I'll add that to the calendar as well with the Zoom information. It'll be a free sew along. And I think I'm just going to make it where the Zoom information's going to be there. And don't sign up for it. Just copy down the Zoom information that's going to be on the website. It'll make it easier for me. Anything else you can think of?
No, I was just looking at the rules of Fight Club and imagining
The
what it
rules
would
of
sound
menopause?
like if you replaced it with menopause. It's pretty funny.
We'll leave you with this.
The rules of menopause.
He probably shouldn't be the one delivering
Here,
it,
you
right?
deliver it.
Okay, so the rules of menopause is you do not talk about menopause.
Rule number 2.
You do not.
You do not talk about menopause.
That's the second rule too. I was confused. Rule number 3: if someone says stops or goes limp, tap out.
Menopause is over.
Only 2 guys get to have menopause.
Only
2 women.
2 women to a menopause. 1 menopause at a time.
No shirts, no shoes during menopause. Menopause will go on as long as it has to. And if this is your first time with menopause, you have to have menopause. Oh my God. Okay, we'll leave you with that. Have a great day. Be creative.
I don't
Make
know how
something amazing.
to answer this. Where do you find what is?
I haven't even added it.
That's where what is what?
Menopause. If you haven't found it yet, Marlene, then you're in luck. No menopause for you. Okay.
So, all right.
We'll see you. I'll see some of you in the live feed on Monday. Otherwise, we'll join you back here next Tuesday. Have a great day.